everybody, it's Coach Emily and Coach Debbie from Mom Sanity. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas.
Merry
We're so
Christmas.
excited. So you probably have a whole bunch of holiday parties to go to in the next couple of weeks, and we just want to give you a couple of reminders about some healthy tips that you can employ while you're getting ready for all of these parties.
Okay, so tip number one, you're going to bring a dish to your Christmas party. You're going to show up armed with something that you know is healthy and that you can definitely enjoy while you're celebrating. I'm pretty famous for bringing a bowl of mixed berries because it involves zero time, but you can bring anything that you want that you know. You can bring a big salad, you can bring a carnivore dish, whatever you're feeling, just bring one thing to the party.
And tip number two is scour the table first. So instead of just starting to fill up your plate with random things you see, there are some things that are typically at these holiday parties that are, they're not the healthiest thing in the world, but they're fine. So look for things like meatballs and chicken wings and the veggie tray and pepperoni. And if you don't have issues with dairy cheese, we don't do cheese around here a lot, but that is something that's, better than eating cookies the whole time you're there. So consider what your options are and grab your protein and veggies first, and then have a couple bites of those sweet treats that you're just absolutely craving.
Okay, next tip, tip number three, you're probably gonna have a few drinks, right? Cheers, got it. What you're gonna do is before and after every alcohol-filled drink, you're gonna have a whole cup of water. If you could even start your day extra hydrated and the following day extra hydration. Number one, it's going to counteract all the alcohol you're having, because the more you drink, the better your judgment, the worse your judgment is going to be, my gracious. And then you're going to let the food part of the night kind of slide and have a little bit too much grace. So you're going to alternate a glass of wine, which is probably what I would recommend drinking instead of the sugary, syrupy drinks, and then a glass of water. And just limit it to 2 or 3 drinks, because after that, it's just bad choices all around.
That's right. And we know kids don't sleep in for you to have a headache the next day.
That's true.
So tip number 4, and this might sound really kind of not very intuitive, but is just don't hang out by the food table. So after you get your plate of food, go find a place to sit, make good conversation, enjoy the company. Don't just make it about the food. Make it about all of the other great things. Enjoy the decorations and so forth, and just kind of stay away from the food table. What we tend to do is we stand here and we talk, and there's food right here, and we're like, oh, really? That's what your kids are doing now? Oh, cool.
You
oh my gosh, these are so good.
You stop
me
using
another
a plate.
one. So it helps us to be more mindful when we just make the choice to step away from the table.
You can have a Merry Christmas, you can still go to parties and have a really great time, you can still eat fabulous, tasty food. You don't have to nibble on celery the whole time. It can still be really fun to go to these parties. We're just going to focus more on the reason for the season than on the buffet part.
Absolutely. So those are our tips. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.